Hey guys, Spencer Defense Training. I wanted to bring something to you today. Are your eyes getting weaker? Maybe you're older, maybe you're getting middle-aged. My eyes hit me really bad about, I would say they started really hitting around 40. And then I actually woke up one morning when I was 44, back in 2020, when all the COVID stuff hit. I woke up one morning, I grabbed my gun, I come out, because I don't practice every morning, but I do practice 2-3 mornings a week at least. And especially on like Sunday morning, I'll do a little bit of practice because I do church safety and security. So on Sunday mornings, I'll holster, draw, I'll just get that function down real good. But I do that during the week as well. And then one morning I woke up and I remember I came out and I went to sight my gun. And I literally, the sights were just so blurry, I couldn't aim. I couldn't. Now I had my point shooting down pretty well, but I still like to flash sight when I practice. So I'm here, I'm flash sight, I'm here, I can see my sights. I'm here, I'm on my target. I like to flash sight, and I couldn't see them. With my practice, I could not see my sights, and I was like, oh man. And the day before, or it was actually I think 3 days before that, I had practiced. And I could see them okay, but I woke up that morning and I just couldn't see them. My eyes had just gotten to that point. Me never having that problem or that issue with eyesight, I've always had really good eyesight, and I knew they were dwindling down because I couldn't read. You know, I couldn't hold my books up close. I had to hold them a little further out to read them and stuff like that. Depending on the day, sometimes I could hold it closer, or if I'm working on like my holsters and stuff, I'd have to put on bifocals to see the very small stuff when I got up real close, because I had to have good light to get it a good alignment. But that morning I woke up and I just couldn't see my sights. Are you having that problem? Are you having problem focusing on your sights? Are you having any of these problems? If you are, and you know, and the elderly, yes, I know that you've got bad eyesight, but this happens to the younger. There's some of you that are young that have always just had bad eyesight. You know, there's a little girl that's not even 2 years old. She's wearing glasses at our church, and I was like, wow, okay. You don't necessarily, I don't know that I've ever seen a little as young as this little girl is wearing glasses. But I know technology's come a long way, and they can track your eyes and all that with different stuff now. So they're able to put her in glasses younger so she can see at a younger age now. But some of you your eyesight's just deteriorating, and then some of yours have always been bad and you've just always had problems focusing on the iron sights. Now there are things you can do with the iron sights. You know, you can get the ones that glow, the Trigicons, and there's a bunch of the True Glow. You can even paint them to try to help out, but sometimes that just doesn't help. It's just too blurry. I just can't see it well enough. Especially when your eyesight starts going. I keep both eyes open when I aim. That really affected me. So there was something I had to do. I had to figure out my sights. I had to figure out what I was going to do. Was I going to just wear glasses all the time? Now I do have contacts in, and in all honesty, when my eyes first went, I couldn't just go to the doctor because it was during the whole pandemic stuff. Whatever you think about that, whatever. I believe they took it way too far because I couldn't even get a doctor's appointment for 6 months. They were so scared of getting this thing for 6 months. So, oh, we get you in this, you know, this date. I was like, that's 6 months away. Like, well, yeah, you know, and it's like, whatever. So I had to do something. Now, when I did finally get to the eye doctor, I said, all right. He told me, he said the best way that he needed to set my eyes up, because this one's pretty bad. Now, I'm left eye dominant, and this one is kind of rough. My right eye has a stigma, and it's worse than my left eye. So he wanted to do certain stuff with it. So basically what we did is I got, this one's vision is close up to read, basically. And this one's vision, I literally had him make it to where it was perfect in line, where my vision starts right here at this front sight. So I have mono going on here. This one's doing one thing, this one's doing another thing. Now I still have peripheral out this one pretty decently, But this one's focused more. I can see a lot better further out with this eye now, which takes some getting used to as well. But once I got used to it, now I'm okay. However, in the meantime, in that 6 months, I had to figure out, what do I need to do? I've got to do something. If something happens, I'm on the safety team. If something happens, I'm one of the guys that's going to do the shooting. I'm one of the guys that's more capable to do the shooting. And not trying to brag, I just practice. I do practice a lot. And one, I've been blessed enough to have my own personal indoor shooting range. I have my own personal virtual shooting range. I have all that because I'm an instructor, so I've been blessed enough to have that, so I can practice. So I need to take advantage of that practice to be able to do stuff like that in the church. So I was like, what am I going to do? So the first thing I went to, and which is a really good decision for a lot of y'all, because a lot of y'all, and there's several factors that play in. You're not going to have your glasses on all the time. If you wear glasses, you're not going to have your contacts in all the time. You might be asleep, and you're not going to have glasses or contacts in, most of you. So things come into play at that point. So what I went to is at that point in time, I went to a light laser combo, and which worked really well. Now this light laser combo, this is not top of the line. This is the Olight Baldar Mini, and I say it's not top of the line, but it's not bottom of the barrel either. This is a really good light laser combo for any of you civilians out there. And in fact, I would like to see it tried out in a more harsh environment, maybe a law enforcement type environment. I would like to see this tried. I would like to see somebody put this through a good harsh environment, because I actually think it would stand up. Because those guys do a lot of testing. They've slammed them on the ground. I've watched them slam them on the ground. They're right down here in Georgia, a few miles from where I'm in South Carolina, so it's just a state over. I've seen them slam it on the ground, do all kind of testing with it, and it still functioned properly. I mean, it still came on and it still worked. It still held the sight alignment. It held all that. And this is adjustable and all that good stuff. But what this did for me is I can see fine far away. And most of us, whether we can see close up or far away, we can see, I'm going to do it just for a little second there, it's that little green dot right there. I can see, and most of you can see the green dot far enough away, a good 7 feet out. I can see this perfectly. Even right here at like 2 or 3 feet, I can see it perfectly. Even when my eyesight was, even without like contacts in or glasses on, I can see my green dot. I can see the silhouette of my attacker. I can put my green dot on him, and that made a world of difference. So for any of you that are having problems with your eyesight, a laser or laser-like combo may be the way for you to go. They make all kind out there. There's the eyelight, the O-light, because it does have the laser-light combo, and I'm going to cut it on now. See, it's got the flashlight. It's 600 lumens flashlight. Couple reasons I like this. One, the 600 lumens, anything 300 lumens and up will basically night blind somebody if you shine it in their eyes. So I'm shining it toward my attacker, I'm blinding them, plus I've got that laser on them. So now I know I'm going to hit them if I need to shoot them, plus I blinded them, so maybe if I just blind them, bam, maybe they'll stop and put their hands in there and I don't have to shoot them. Or they'll run away and I don't have to shoot them. But if they keep coming, I will pull the trigger. I will do what I have to do. During the night, for those of you even with good eyes, during the night you wake up, you're all kind of groggy, you can't see. I keep one of these on my full-size gun. Now I keep a full-size 9mm by my bed that has the Olight Baldar Mini. I'll put the link in the description. And it's got 17+1 rounds right here on my nightstand. And it's only there at night because I do have a little kid, so I keep it put up during the day. But when I go to bed, I put it on my nightstand at night. And I can just literally grab, by the time I come around to see what's going on, I've got my laser light on. And then I can check out and see what's happening. So I can see in the dark. The attacker can't really see me. You can see a flashlight coming at me, and I've got that laser on him. So this may be something you need to think about. That's a good choice. A laser light combo, if you're having problems seeing with your eyes, is a really good choice. Now, of course, you need to keep it charged up, and you need to make sure the sight alignment's there. I like these personally because I can do this, and I can pull it off, and then I can go clean my gun, and then I can put it back on. just like that, and it's adjustable back and forth and all that good stuff. So we can go, I can go back and forth like that and put it where I'm comfortable with it. That's why I like this one. Now there's others that don't come off as easy. You got to take your Allen wrench and all that stuff, which is fine because they actually make one where when you grip it, the light comes on. But this was just a paddle. You just push down right there, so I can draw, and I'm already on by the time I get up here. I could pick it off my nightstand, and by the time I come around, it's already on. So it's not a big deal. Another thing that you can look at is the optics. You've got the green or red dot. Now I get green dots because my eyes pick up on green dot better. You need to test that out at the store. Hold one and see what your eyes pick up on better, because mine pick up on green. I've got a buddy of mine that picks up on red. He can hardly see the green, but he can see the red really good. It just depends on your eyes. Now, that being said, for those of you guys that are slapping these optics up on top of this gun and saying, yep, I'm good to go, you're not. You have to practice with these optics. There's a learning curve to it. I've had a lot of people come to me over the years that have started putting optics on their firearms, and I love optics. I really have got to like my optics. I use the Hollison 507Cs. It's got the solar panel up top, so you set your I set it indoor with dim light, so I've got it set on that dim light setting, but when the light starts getting brighter, it feeds into the solar panel and it brightens my optic, which is awesome. It's also got shake awake, so when I draw it, it comes alive and it's there when I come up. I'm right on it. However, there's a learning curve. You can't just slap it on here and say, yep, I'm good, because there's a learning curve. I get a lot of people saying, hey, I just can't get my optic set. It's just not set right. I just can't get it set. Can you look at it? So they'll bring it by, and I will pull the trigger. It usually takes two shots. I'll line it up. I'll say, well, it looks, lined up as far as I can look with co-witnessing the best I can. And I'll line it up and I'll pull the trigger, and I'll put 2 shots in a quarter size section. And now this is taking my time with their firearm. Just boom, looking, and then boom. And I'm there usually within a quarter, and they're like, well, it's right. I'm like, it's a learning curve. Because that optic will move with you. It will move. So you've got to learn that curve. So don't just think by slapping one of these on top of your firearm, you're going to be good to go. This takes a lot of practice. So does this, iron sights. These take a lot of practice. For those of you that are having trouble sighting, whether it's due to your vision or whether it's you just don't practice a lot, a laser or a laser-like combo may be the way for you to go. Now I know a lot of instructors are going to buck this, like, oh, well, they need to practice. You're right, they do need to practice. But as an instructor, I have to be honest with myself. 98% of my students don't come back. All right, I get a lot of concealed weapon permit class people. Concealed weapons permits, concealed weapon permit, concealed weapon permit. They want the permit, but they don't come back for the extra training. Now the 2% that come back to the extra training keep coming back and keep coming back. They want more. They can't get enough of it. They want more training. When we took martial arts, the thing when we bowed out, be like, I need more training. Or I need more training, sir, or ma'am, or whoever we were talking to. And that's in life. We need more training at everything. But as an instructor, and if you are an instructor, you know this. And this just isn't me. This is across the board. All over. The instructors out there, they get the concealed weapon permit people in, but after the concealed weapons permit, most people think they're good to go, and you're not. So, for those of you who aren't going to do a lot of training, or those of you that are having trouble sighting on the firearm, a laser or a laser-like combo is my preference, may be the way that you need to go. This is just something I hope helps people out. I never really gave it a huge consideration because I literally had like 20/20 vision up till I was roughly 40 years old. But when I hit that 40 mark, and then when I hit, I think I was like just turned 44 maybe, when my eyes they just went. I never had to think about it, but now that I've thought about it and I had to actually use it, this is something you might want to do. Go to a laser or a laser-like combo is my suggestion. Go to a laser-like combo of some sort. Again, I suggest the Olight brand because these are one of my favorites. It's the Olight Ball Door Mini. And I will put a link in the description, and I'm not affiliated with them. There's nothing between us. I just light their lights. I'm not affiliated with anybody at this point except for Holsters by Defense Training, and that's only because I personally make them. Oh, and I sell shirts. So if you want a shirt that says Defense Training on it to advertise me, I'll be more than happy to sell you a shirt. I have them as well. But outside of that, I'm not affiliated with anybody right now. I've done a few reviews, but I'm not affiliated with them. So you may want to go to a laser light combo. Again, this isn't top of the line or the most expensive, but it is a really nice laser light. And I think it's about $129. You can catch them on sale for about $100 though. And I'll put a link in the description to this light so you can check them out. And then of course there's other lights out there that are really good. I'm not knocking any of the others. This is just a little lower priced light because you are going to have a little bit of money in your gun, and then you got to have the light, laser light, if that's something you need or something you think that might really help you out. And if you are having trouble with your eyesight or you're not going to practice a lot, a laser light combo could be the way that you need to go. Again, this is Spencer with Defense Training. I just wanted to bring you this to hopefully help you out. Stay safe, stay armed. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video below. Thanks.